what if we don't classify every woman who are doing a work of art as a work of art of feminism, but a work of art.
A minha perspectiva é a confusão.
Joga pra trás.
I am Carolina Bianchi. I am a writer, theater director of the first chapter of the trilogy 𝐴 𝑁𝑜𝑖𝑡𝑒 𝐶𝑖𝑛𝑑𝑒𝑟𝑒𝑙𝑎, and this first chapter is called 𝐴 𝑁𝑜𝑖𝑣𝑎 𝐴 𝑁𝑜𝑖𝑡𝑒 𝐶𝑖n𝑑𝑒𝑟𝑒𝑙𝑎, and I will be presenting in Festival d'Automne at La Villette. I think this work, it's an attempt to bring this enormous obsession, I would say almost haunting, on rape, and the obsession of art together in a way that is not make sense, but in a way that brings a lot of confusion. I think it's to share a confusion, enormous confusion.
O tempo do nosso encontro de hoje vai ser o tempo desse Boa Noite Cinderela bater. Se ele não bater, ficamos aqui para sempre.
I don't think it was a choice to bring the sexual violence inside of the piece. I think for me this emerges more than for me is a choice. This emerges once you start to search, no, this kind of things, they come as a big wave. My inspiration comes really from this genealogy of artists who came before me. Of course, in my life I'm feminist, and this is the only possibility I think I have to survive in this society. But trying to keep these labels of my work, because as a woman director, when once is this, no, it's easy then to categorize what you do. When I'm doing a show, I never think, oh, this will trigger audience. Interesting to really bring the images and the texts and the subjects and the stories I'm trying to tell inside of these shows. Also as questions for us to think together, for the audiences can make their own journey through that. What I really desire is that the show can provoke certain conversations, how we deal with that. And in a way that the friendship appears a lot, no, for me appears a lot as a possibility to go through this. How we wanted to also work with this logic to break a bit this loneliness, no, that the trauma inflicts. The company, no, the whole group, it's people that I've been working for many years, and what the work they do in the second part of the show, with the show, no, with the piece itself, and with my body, for example, this is for me something really important that comes from this really intimacy, this really tenderness. It's possible that this language of theater can sustain this conversation around sexual violence, and how. Because for me, when the language enters, we are also asking ourselves, okay, how we do it. For me, the part of the imagination, it's really important, no, because the show is not only a documental aspect of these very horrible stories around violence and violence against women, but also for me the theatrical aspect is really important, because it's when enters this idea of poetry that can also open a space for the conversation goes to other places. For the next part of this work, the chapter 2 premieres next year. I turn my gaze to masculinity, and the name of the second part is called The Brotherhood.